Darling, look at this. It's another Christmas card. This one's from the Donaldsons.
Damn it! Even the Donaldsons beat us to it this year?
No, don't think of it as a competition. It's still so early in the season. We might be able to use some of these as an inspiration, maybe. What do you say?
It's a good idea. Okay, yeah, open that up. What has that sweet old couple been up to this year?
Holiday greetings from our family to yours. This year, Marty got his second DUI. Tina had COVID twice and was immobile in bed for a total of 21 days this year. Our cat paw print died in the middle of summer. Wishing you all the best in the new year.
Well, sounds like 2024 just hasn't been their year. At least they took the time to write something.
Yeah, that's true. They didn't have to do all that.
Well, oh, here's one for my sister. Deck the halls from the McSmiths. Lots of love from Betty, 32, Albert, 34, incarcerated, Casey, teething and in a great deal of oral pain, and Isabel, 8 months, bastard. No, her daughter is. Betty had an affair.
Right. Moving on, we've got another one. Season's greetings. As you may know from various Facebook updates, throughout the last few months, we've been robbed. The Standishes, Tim and Susan from high school.
I don't think I'm Facebook friends with them. They were robbed?
That's what it says.
Does it say anything else?
There's a QR code to their GoFundMe. All our furniture is gone. Help us feel less homeless.
It seems like everyone has had such a terrible year. What are we supposed to say in our card?
I don't know. We've had a pretty good year. You got that promotion. I got to perform as Hamlet, Shakespeare on the Park.
You were great.
Oh, thank you. And we paid off half our student loan debt. I mean, it's been a pretty blockbuster year, I think. I mean, shouldn't we stand out a little?
Stand out? After everything standing out did for me in high school? Don't you know why me and Sue Standish aren't Facebook friends?
Point taken.
Okay, think. What can we write this year to stay on trend?
I stubbed my toe pretty badly last week.
To start, did I spill that gallon of milk on the porch last week, or did I dream that?
You know, I think that was a dream.
Damn it! All right.
What if we talked about the,
Write it down! Write it down!
Put on your own shoes.
Yeah, it's time for you to put on your own shoes.
I did them myself. You can do them yourself.
Thanks, Mom.
Get ready to strap in. Tie up your shoes and learn.
Alright, you have nothing to worry about, okay? You'll be there before you know it.
First time flying?
Oh, yeah, hers. She's a little nervous.
I'm not nervous. I just don't know what to expect.
Ah, so you headed to Austin or just changing planes?
Austin, yeah, I've got a conference.
Cool, cool. I'm visiting my grandkids.
Welcome aboard this Boeing 747 aircraft. My name is Lynn and I'll be your flight attendant on board this 4-hour and 43-minute flight to Austin, Texas. If I could please have your attention, our safety information presentation is about to begin. If you'd like to follow along, the safety information card is in the seatback literature pocket in front of you.
Literature pocket?
Yeah, see? It's right here. Inside it, they have plans in case anything were to go wrong, so you really have nothing to worry about.
Cool. So where's the Austin?
Excuse me?
Oh, right. This is a domestic flight, so they probably wouldn't have Austin. But I don't even see any Fitzgerald.
What are you talking about?
I mean, my literature pocket has about as much literature as the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy. Pictures. Maybe I have Hemingway or something.
It's not that kind of literature pocket.
Oh, God. Don't tell me you have Colleen Hoover in yours.
No, I mean, it's not actually it's a literature pocket, but it's not like great works of literature. I mean like for the safety information card, maybe a magazine or two, barf bags.
Thank God for those.
But it's called a literature pocket.
Yeah, but it's just called that. They mean it for like paper stuff.
Paper stuff? Do you even hear yourself? Deception is what this is. I need flying. It's a bad idea.
What are you doing? Sit down!
Getting off this fraud of a plane. When you told me I would be flying for this trip, I thought the worst thing I have to deal was with the door blowing off in midair. I did not be dealing with liars.
Is everything all right up there?
We're fine!
What kind of plane is this? I have to take this up to corporate.
No! Don't be ridiculous!
The people need to know the truth. Hear that, Boeing, I'm coming for you.
Don't you know what they do to whistleblowers?
Captain,
This is an alternative.
Sitting in a seat with a literature pocket that doesn't have any literature in it?
Yes, it's more than that. It's about our most fundamental rights.
I really don't think it's that serious.
Yeah, well, you wait till Boeing gets a whiff of this.
Ma'am, we're from Boeing. I'm gonna need you to come with us.
Oh, wait, no, this isn't about the malfunctions. This is about the literature pocket.
Oh, we know exactly what this is about. Imagine what this will do to our stock prices.
What do you mean if this gets out? It's already out. It's common knowledge.
Shh. Do you want to be next?
Jack, are you smoking a cigarette right now?
Yeah, why?
That's your second one of the day. You've got to learn to control this.
It is under control. I'm not going to get addicted. Don't worry about it. I have a plan. Do you want to hear it? Hear me out, Ben. Hear me out. Because I only smoke on the weekends, I won't be able to get addicted. Isn't that smart?
So, it's not the weekend. So,
Well, okay, I only drink on the weekends, and so I decided that since I only drink on the weekends, I'll only smoke on the weekends.
so you're an alcoholic and a smoker.
But only on the weekends, don't you see? And then when the week starts and I need to focus on class, there won't be anything to do around me.
There's only one problem with that, Jack.
What?
It is a fucking Monday, dude.
What? You're lying. It can't be Monday. I have a biology quiz on Monday. What do you mean it's a Monday?
I mean, it's a Monday, as in the day after Sunday, you mean?
Shit! Well, it's fine. I guess it's only the first quiz of the semester. It can't be worth that much.
It's finals week, Jack!
Shit!
Didn't you say you only smoke on weekends?
Hey ma'am, if time is dependent on change, and I only smoke on the weekends, then when I stop smoking, tomorrow time will only have been past the beginning of the week. Aristotle and shit, you know?
I don't think that's what he meant. Where are you going?
I'm late for philosophy class, or one day early. Depends on how you look at it.
Hello, and welcome back to TLC's 57th new wedding reality TV show. Say woo to the soup! Today, we're going to be talking to two groups-to-be about their tuxedos and how choosing one outfit will make or break the rest of their lives. First, we hear from Brian, who's having a bit of trouble living up to his father's high expectations. How's it going, Brian?
Yeah, so I've narrowed down the suits, but my dad and I just can't seem to agree on which one will be best for the wedding. See, I want the one with 2 buttons on the jacket.
Which is just obscene, don't you think?
Dad.
I mean, kids these days, thinking they're entitled to more than 1 button on a tux, that's just wasteful, that's what it is. Just goddamn wasteful.
What's your opinion, sir?
My opinion is that 1-button tuxes were good enough for George Washington, the founder of this great nation, so they're good enough for me, and they're good enough for my son. What, you just want to cover up the vest? Just cover it all up? It's a damn disgrace.
Have you ever actually seen a picture of George Washington?
I don't have to see no stinking paintings or sculptures to know what America is, son. And America is 1-button suits.
All right, you know what? Fine, whatever. Happy now?
Son, you're gonna make such a beautiful groom. So, Brian, are you saying woo to the suit?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
You see, folks, compromise is always possible, even if it sometimes means defacing garments some poor little child in Asia poured over for hours in a sweatshop to make. Now, let's go over to Cindy across the salon, whose groom is dealing with a slightly different problem.
Thanks, Jesse. Now, I'm here with Tim and his fiancée, Becky. Now, you guys are also having something of a disagreement.
Yeah. Becky doesn't love me anymore.
I don't. Tim, you tried on 2 suits that looked exactly the same, and you asked me if one of them made your ass look big. How the fuck was I supposed to respond to that?
You were supposed to fucking tell me that I looked pretty.
Tim, I'm married. I obviously think you're attractive, so obviously I'm gonna marry you regardless of what you're wearing. Hell, you could wear a clown costume and I'd still marry you.
Is that a joke about my big feet? Because you know I'm sensitive about that.
Are you guys done yet?
No, he's still freaking out. Jesus Christ, how long does it take to pick out a fucking outfit?
I mean, like, as long as you're happy with it, who cares what you look like?
It's not like it has any bearing on the strength of your relationship. That's what I keep telling him.
I mean, how long did it take for you to find your dress?
Honestly, like half an hour. I found a dress I liked in a style that fit, and that was that.
Exactly. Cassie and I asked you what colors match the decorations, and we got dresses in those colors. It was so easy.
Yeah, but you know, guys, it always has to be some big deal. I mean, I didn't even really want a big wedding, but you know, Tim has been dreaming about it since he was a little boy, so I figured I might as well go the big flouncy route.
As if one day has a bearing on your entire relationship.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to happy hour. Uncle Smiley's down the street. Meet you there?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna need a drink after this.
It's like there's this ideal groom, you know, and you gotta be strong and masculine and charming and what if I'm just not like that, you know? What if I just can't be that?
I know, honey. That mentality is exactly what's financing my second house. Oh, shh, don't worry.
Hey, honey,
Yeah?
I liked both of them, but you were happier in the Vera Wang one, weren't you?
Yeah, It made me feel like a prince.
Then I think you should get that one.
You do?
Yeah.
So Tim, what do you say? Are you saying woot to the suit?
Woot!
Haha, yeah!
Okay. We can check out now and let's go grab dinner.
And that's our show, folks. Thank you so much. Tune in next time for next week. It's episode of Say Woot to the Suit, a feature episode where we feature solely couples where the wives and best men used to date. Because there's no way that could be awkward, right? So, until next time, woo woo!
God, I hate X since the new update. Everyone is so toxic and abusive.
I agree, but are you seriously calling them X?
Yeah, I mean, it's the preferred name now, right?
I don't know. If a billionaire bought you and changed your name to some one-letter porn-adjacent name, wouldn't you hate it? It'll always be Twitter to me.
Yeah, but X is the official name.
I'm sorry. I don't care if this makes me not woke or canceled or whatever, but I'm not calling them by their new name.
Whoa, that is not okay. You can't disrespect people like that.
It's not the only one, though. I mean, first they want to be called Max instead of...
Don't dead name Max.
I'm paying for it. I can call it whatever I want.
That's one way of thinking of it.
What the hell? Paying for? Just because you have some sort of financial sway in someone's life doesn't entitle you to calling someone something they don't associate with. If I handed you a crisp $20 bill and started calling you Sir Poopy Pants, I don't think you'd like it very much.
No, actually, I kind of like it. Makes me sound regal.
That's a certain je ne sais quoi.
Whatever. Regardless, it's important that we call everyone by the names that they wish to be called by. If you're willing to disregard something as simple as someone's name, what else are you willing to disregard? Science? Do you think the earth is flat?
What? Who would ever believe that?
Someone who believes that people don't have autonomy over their own names.
Okay, the Earth isn't flat yet, but it's getting flatter.
Getting flatter?
Yeah, you know, global flattening. Humans are getting too heavy and the Earth is just starting to squish.
Where were you on January 6th?
My house?
What color is your house?
Oh, bro has a white-ass house. I'm talking pristine as hell. Toilet white. It's astonishing.
So you were at the White House on January 6th.
What kind of logic is that? What color is your house?
I don't live in a house. I live in an overpriced apartment with 3 roommates. What are you, rich? Figures you'd be rich with opinions like those.
Girl, she's talking about her parents' house.
Yeah, 29. I still live with my parents, whatever.
Figures. I bet you're exposed to their old-fashioned takes on gender roles, aren't you, Sir Poopy Pants?
Yeah, it's difficult sometimes. They are so rude whenever I bring over my non-binary girl boyfriend.
Your girl boyfriend? What the hell is a non-binary person doing dating a transphobic person like you?
No, they asked me to call them that.
Really? They can't just be called partner?
No, they said partner is too formal and makes it sound like we're married, and I'm never gonna marry you.
Well, now I'm confused. Is your partner, your girl boyfriend named Max?
No, my girl boyfriend doesn't want me telling people their name. Ooh. But, yeah, sometimes my parents get pissed when they come over to watch Succession.
Why don't you just go to their place?
Well, because they don't have an HBO. I mean, they don't have a Max subscription since you care so much about that.
What? Why would I care what you call some money-hungry corporation?
What do you mean? That's what we've been arguing about the whole time.
Oh my god, look what I just saw on Twitter!
X.
Mr. Beast just died! In his lifetime, Mr. Beast changed the face of entertainment forever. Of challenge, of adventure, of comedy. In his death, he changed the face of tragedy.
Reports have just come in that James Stephen Donaldson, professionally known as Mr. Beast, has just fallen to his death on the set of one of his latest videos.
He taught children about a lot of important things: competition, excitement, opportunity, brand recognition, living a thrilling life.
The video was purported to be called "I Shoot Myself Out of a 1 Billion Foot Cannon." If the feat had succeeded, Donaldson would have been the first to ever achieve or attempt this act.
And now he's teaching children about death.
I was on set the day that it actually happened. He was firing himself out of a cannon at 100 contestants aged 1 to 100. The contestants that sustained the least damage, they were the one that was going to win $1,000, but he never made it out of the cannon.
1 billion feet is a pretty long way to fall.
Mr. Beast will be fondly remembered. He made countless donations to people all around the world, and right here at home.
So he did come in and rescue America.
But I fear he's gonna have some haters.
I remember cursing out Mr. Beast, telling him that I'd meet him in death. But I always thought that it would be me waiting up for him.
You know, we always talked about what it would take to bring back YouTube Rewind. What, if anything, could be the catalyst for that? Well, it's not this. That's just something else that's been on our minds lately.
As per a podcast episode Mr. Beast recorded in September of 2022, the inheritance of his YouTube channel will go to whichever of his friends is the last to remove their hand from his tombstone.
I'm serious. I don't give a fuck how much you guys are crying. Put their fucking hands on the tombstone and give the channel to whoever wins, okay? And don't bully them for it. They're just doing what I want.
But as for his bank account, I've been instructed to read his will right here. It says, 8 billion people compete for my will. Yep, that's all of you guys. Whoever can find my financial inheritance first gets to keep every penny?
But suddenly, anyone in the world could become a billionaire.
And that, I can tell you personally, that has served as a source of hope and inspiration to a lot of countries around the world.
Could it be me? I mean, is it even worth it to try?
You've been talking about it forever. Why don't you go out and do it? Come on, it's easy. You got a phone. You can make whatever you want. Get some friends to help you out with it. Have a good time.
This morning, a bloodbath of Mr. Beast fans as the nation fights for his fortune.
I am the man who found Mr. Beast's fortune. It was a check. It was right in my mailbox, just showed up there one weekend. I took it to the bank. Worthless, the teller said.
Investigators are on the case. Where did Mr. Beast's money go? The dead billionaire's fortune appears to have been spent recklessly in the months leading up to his unexpected death.
It's charity work. So much of Jimmy's money went to food and clean water for people in need.
I needed to see receipts.
Gee, Coco, I'm graduating from Denison in like a week. I should probably get my shit together. I know there must be some sort of world beyond this hill. Oh, what's that, boy? I'm not talking about South Quad. Obviously, nobody gives a shit about that. No, I mean the real world. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I just feel like there's gotta be something else out there. If only I could go on some kind of journey of self-discovery and figure out my purpose in life. Maybe I should sing about it. Do you think I should sing about it, boy? Great idea. I love passively hoping my problems will solve themselves. Okay, here goes.
siren. It's not Wednesday. There must be a real tornado. Let's escape.
What's that? Where am I?
Oh, you haven't actually gone anywhere.
Oh, Coco, I don't think we're in Granville anymore.
Yes, you are.
I mean, just look at how this strange lady is dressed. Who are you?
I'm Gilda. I'm a guidance counselor here at Dennis.
Oh boy, a guidance counselor. I think in my realm we call that a fairy godmother.
I'm not.
Please, oh wise fairy godmother, will you show me the way to my purpose? I feel as though there must be some kind of world beyond Denison, and this is my chance to explore it, perhaps learning some important lessons about myself in the process.
Well, I find it can be very important to look back on where you've been to see where you're going. Why don't you start by visiting the first year dorm for West Quad?
You mean that place with all the dark clouds looming overhead?
Oh, that's just Curtis. It's normal.
How can I get there?
How can you? Look down. You are literally standing on the path. Just walk.
Can I skip?
It's a senior visit day, so it's probably better if you didn't.
I know.
Wait, where did you get that dog? He doesn't look
Sorry,
like
I can't
campus.
hear you. Bye. Hi. Do you know my purpose in life?
Is this some kind of hazing trick? I don't even know my purpose in life. I don't even know my major. I don't even know anything.
Oh, wow. I'm doing better than I thought. Who are you?
Oh, hi, I'm Sean. I'm a freshman.
Oh, never mind. Well, in comparison to you, I at least know a couple of things. Would you like to join me on my journey of self-discovery?
Wait, you really? You mean it? Someone wants to hang out with me?
Yeah, I love helping other people. It's like the blind leading the blind.
I'm in. Where to?
That big sciencey building over there looks like they probably know some stuff. Let's start there. Hello. Do you know our purpose in life?
Or anything at all. I'm good with learning literally anything at all.
Well, I'll tell you what I don't know, and maybe you guys can help me. I've misplaced something very important to one of my experiments here at the biology department, and I need to find it before I can continue my research. It's a human heart.
Oh, I have one.
Where?
Inside my body.
Sean, she probably already has one outside the human.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where it is, but you can come with us if you want. Maybe you'll find it along our adventures.
You got any heart defects or anything like that?
Nope, healthy as a clam.
I'm in.
What is this place?
Why is it so far away from the rest of campus?
This is where they banish all the arts majors. So that everyone else can do their more important work from a position of power at the top of the hill. It's my worst fear. This is South Quad. Oh, hi. Do you? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I scare you?
Yeah, but it's chill. Everything scares me.
Well, then what are you doing down here?
I live down here. I'm a theater major.
Wait, you live down here?
Yeah, I'm a super senior. I'm not allowed to graduate until I take an acting class, but I'm terrified of talking in front of other people.
Huh. Can't say I'm familiar with such a fear.
You're talking in front of us now.
Oh, I guess you're right. I hadn't noticed.
Well, why don't you join us? I could use as many specimens as, the more the merrier.
Okay, sure. Maybe I can find some courage and finally graduate from this godforsaken place.
Are you really
ready to graduate? Trust me, you don't want to stay here forever. At some point, you have to move on. I guess. I just feel like I have to find my purpose first.
Did somebody say purpose?
Adam Weinberg.
Dr. Adam Weinberg. Hi, hello, it's me. I'm here, not to solve your problems for you, but to help you realize you've already solved them yourself.
Really?
Yes, John. You have 3 more years left at Denison. There's still so much for you to learn. It's not that you haven't got a brain, it's just that you don't know how to use it yet. But soon, the liberal arts education will work its magic. Just give it time.
Wow, you're like a wizard.
No, son. Even better, I'm a college president. Dr. Tinman, what are you doing here? Are you hunting for hearts among the student population again? I already told you we got stocked up on human hearts in the basement of Talbot. You can just use those.
Oh, really? Nice.
There's your last strike, Dr. Tinman. I can't tolerate this behavior very much longer, or the legal counsel is going to have a word with you.
Sorry.
Dr. Weinberg, can you help me get over my stage fright?
Why, child, I don't need to help you. You have already overcome your stage fright. In fact, you're performing in a sketch right now.
Sweet, thanks.
And you, Dorothy, the way you help your fellow Denisonians and treat them with respect and kindness, even when they may have been trying to kill you, shows that you have what it takes to continue to work in academia for a long time to come. Why don't you stay at Denison and become my protege? And then someday, far off in the future, when I retire, you can take over as the new president of this college.
Wow, Coco, there really is no place like home.
All right, thank you all for making it to our board meeting today. First order of business, we need to decide what we're going to do for the children's series next fall. Susan, did you have any idea of what you wanted to direct?
Yeah, I read over the script for James and the Giant Peach, and I think it would be a great pick for the kids. A lot of characters, a fun classic, and I think Daniel would be a perfect James.
Vito, we have to do something way more obscure than that. We're going to do The Monsters of Hodgepodge Forest.
Okay, I guess.
Isn't that such a great show? Always with the great ideas there, Quinn.
Okay, glad that's settled. Next up, we have some future theater rentals I need to run by you guys. I've had several people reaching out to us asking about renting out the space, and I'm thinking our most lucrative offer so far has got to be the Blue Man Group.
I'm sorry, what? Like those dudes who paint their entire bodies blue and then splash the audience with blue paint?
Yeah, they want the space next Saturday afternoon, and it'd be great publicity for Noel Coward's Sweet Potato that night.
Quinn, we can't. First of all, this theater holds literally 50 people. Second, we don't have the budget or time to clean up all that blue paint from the stage and the house in 2 hours.
Oh, we will. They're offering us $3 million.
3 million. Oh my God, Quinn. You're such a genius.
Guys, we have enough money to fund maybe 2 musicals. Maybe we'll have enough money to buy the rights for Sweeney Todd. As long as people are okay with us actually slitting their throats, Fake Blood's got a supply chain issue or something.
I don't know. That sounds like a bad idea.
Okay, fine. Who else has requested to rent out the theater? Oh, this one's from a close personal friend of mine, Navia.
What's Navia?
I'm actually not sure. Susan, you know my friend from college, Steve?
The one who lives behind the taxidermy place because it was the only place within budget more than 500 feet from a school?
Yeah, one of my favorite tunes. He says Navia is his nonprofit that he started during the pandemic. I mean, one of our missions is to be charitable. This could be a way to do it.
I just looked it up. It stands for the National Association of Anti-Vaxxers in America.
Quinn, we cannot host them. Do you know how bad of a look that would be? Did you even ask him what it stood for?
I mean, I did find it suspicious he was wearing a button that said "My Body, My Choice" after he burned down that Planned Parenthood.
Nice guy.
You
just can't disagree with this dude. The vaccine hurt my arm a little bit.
Grow up, PJ.
This is a terrible idea, especially with the kids show coming up. I'm sorry, but I have to agree with Susan. They can't do their convention here.
God, fine. You realize we need to have money to do shows, right? I mean, it's not like I can pull a couple thousand out of my ass.
Listen, all of our shows are public domain. The tickets cost $40, and you made my students dumpster dive at Goodwill for their costumes. Not to be crass, but where the fuck is all this money going?
About that.
What did you do?
You know that equity actor I cast for Noel Coward's Sweet Potato?
No.
Well, I may have misread his contract.
What do you mean?
I thought it said he charges $1,000 per show, but as I was reading it, I dumped out my bottle of pills to try to find my spare Tylenol. He actually charges $100,000 per show.
What the fuck? Who is this guy?
In my defense, I thought it was spelled Braid Pitt, not Brad Pitt.
Okay, I think $1.5 million is a small price to pay for an A-list actor. And, I mean, come on, we'll make it back in ticket sales.
She sold 12 tickets for all 50.
God, you're making it really hard to defend you.
Okay, last rental offer for the month. You guys can't possibly be against this one. It's for the furry convention, like puppies and shit.
No!
Alright kids, we've got a lot to do today. Our production of Dracula, Comedy of Terrors goes up in a week and we're already behind schedule. We need to cut up hardwood, assemble the platform, add wheels on them, finish touching up these walls. If we don't paint something scary on the back of this wall by lunch, the director will kill me. We need something that screams Dracula. Let's start simple. I'm gonna mark the areas we need to adjust on this wall and you can just grab the paintbrush. Do you know where the red paint is?
Yeah, it's, near that, one place. Yeah. I know where it is. Yep, no problem. I will go grab that, no problem.
Okay, so that is not what I asked for?
Yes, right. So, I realized that I don't actually know where to go, but I saw that lunch was on the agenda, so I figured we'd just knock that out now, huh?
Okay, so lunch is actually the last thing you do for the morning.
Oh, right. Yes, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so where am I going?
Okay, so if you take the exit door on that side and keep going straight, there will be a door on the left with a sign above it that says the shop. And right when you open the door, you will see a wall of paint buckets. The red one is in the bottom right corner, right next to the wet floor signs, and you can just grab that one.
Okay, so I'm grabbing the thing next to the wet floor sign? Okay, you got it, boss. Don't worry. I will go get it. I'll get the thing next to the wet floor sign, and then I'll be right back, okay? Okay, you got it, boss. Don't worry. Oh my God, the thing! I need to grab the thing. I'll be right back. It was right next to the wet floor sign.
That is the wet floor sign.
There were two wet floor signs.
The paint bucket next to the wet floor sign. I need you to grab the red paint bucket.
Right.
Next to
Right, okay, so I'm grabbing the paint bucket.
red.
Okay, so I'm grabbing the red paint bucket that's next to wet floor sign in the shop. Okay. I've got this. No problem, no worries. I've got this, boss.
I'm glad you got that figured out. This is empty. I need it to have red in it.
Oh, why didn't you say so? There you go.
Okay. You just stay here, and I will go grab the red paint up right after I wash my hands off.
It's right.
I just can't believe that my professor assigned 2 projects in a month. I have a life, you know. I can't dedicate my time to gathering data for all these stupid lab projects.
Wait, you do labs for human experimentation class?
Yeah, why wouldn't we? Anyway, I have no idea where I'm gonna find participants.
Oh, hold on, let me pick this up and, throw it away.
What difference does it make? There's gonna be more where that came from.
I must do my part for the planet. I only hope that litterers will get their comeuppance.
Okay. Anyway, subjects for our lab are really hard to come by.
What's what's going on? What's going on here? Hey.
Hark! Thou hast sinned! Thou wilt get thou's comeuppance!
Unfunny in the first degree, beyond being salvaged or edited, is the most serious charge in our sketch writing system. The life of a sketch is at stake. If there is reasonable doubt in your minds as to the comedic potential of the sketch before you, then you must declare it funny, and it will be in our next show. If, however, there is no reasonable doubt, then it must be found unfunny, never to be performed. The verdict must be unanimous. The jury will now retire.
should have finished the sketch in 2. Talk, talk, talk. You ever heard so much writing about nothing?
I guess they're entitled.
Every sketch gets a fair trial. That's the system. Your DCGA dollars at work. Suppose you can't do anything about it. You know, I've had my sketch rejected before, and you don't hear me crying about it.
And how about that business with the horse? You ever see such a forced joke?
Yeah, and picking an audience member and shouting, "I'll kill you." You know Campo would never let anyone get away with that in a sketch.
Well, you ought to expect that. You know who we're dealing with.
All right, everyone. Let's all take our seats, head on in. All right, now, we can handle this any way that we want to, as long as we never apologize, never explain. Though, we may need some explanation for this one. This is actually pretty serious. So, why don't we just take a vote and see where everyone stands, okay? All sketchers who believe this sketch is unfunny and should be eliminated from our next show, please raise your hand. Okay, all sketchers who believe the sketch is funny, worthy of even a single chuckle, please raise your hand. Okay, we are now at a standstill, 11-1.
You think this sketch is funny? Oh, I can't write the state and local relief fund sketch, but you think this slop will have the audience rolling with laughter?
I'm not saying it's hilarious, but it'll get a few chuckles from the audience, a hearty chortle from someone.
A few chuckles, a hearty chortle? You think that's good enough for our show?
We've done more with less before. Besides, we don't need the audience roaring with laughter. All we need is just one laugh.
Bob, you're impossible to deal with. Come talk to me when you're ready to put on the real show.
Excuse me if I may. I have another reason why we can't put on this sketch, besides it being unfunny, of course. I mean, we could never get the props for it. I mean, look at this list. 32 pounds of lard, 32 tons of manganese from Eastern Mongolia, the $8,200 gorilla suit, and that last item. Who could even buy such a grotesque thing?
What? You don't think you could scrounge up a dildo around here?
Yes, we could easily get one or run the sketch without it if needed. And we could only use 26 tons of manganese too instead of the 32.
You can't cut the dildo. Everything in the sketch revolves around the dildo. I mean, now are you trying to tell me that DCGA would approve buying this against all of their bylaws just to be silly?
No, I'm saying that it's possible to get a budget allocation for the props, including a dildo. It's possible.
Take a look at that dildo. I've never seen one like it before in my life. And neither has the click administrator who's going to have to order it. Aren't you trying to make us ask for a pretty incredible budget allocation?
I'm not asking for it. I'm just saying it's possible.
I'm saying it's not possible. What are you trying to do?
What is this? Who do you think you are?
Look at it. Same Georgia.
Quiet, let's be quiet. All right, this is a sketch comedy group. We can't spend our time horsing around.
Where did you get it?
I was taking a walk on down by Acorn when I passed by the Venison Libertarian Station. And they were giving them away for free. DCGA gave them $118.37 just to buy it.
Now listen to me. You pulled a real smart trick here, but you proved absolutely nothing. Maybe there are 10 dildos like that. So what? This sketch is impractical and you know it.
Listen, there are still 11 of us who think this is unfunny. You're alone. If you don't stop being so stubborn, we may never put on the show.
I wouldn't be so sure of that. I changed my vote. I say funny. Maybe you'd like to know why.
No, we wouldn't like to know why.
The sketcher wants to talk.
Thank you. This sketcher chose to stand out against all of us. That's his right. It's hard to laugh when the rest of the crowd is silent. His for that, I think we ought to hear about.
Now listen to me, you people. I've heard all kinds of dishonesty in my day, but this little display takes the cake. You come in here with your heart bleeding all over the floor talking about half-baked sketches and injustice, and then try to convince these weaklings, well, you're not getting through to me. I've had enough. What's the matter with you people? Every one of you knows this sketch is unfunny. We could never do the horse scene. We could never churn that much butter in a 2-page sketch. It's got to burn. We're letting it slip through our fingers here.
Slip through our fingers. What are you, our editor?
I'm one of them.
Maybe you'd like to press delete.
For this sketch, I printed out just to watch it burn.
What it must feel like to want to destroy a work of art. Ever since you walked into this room, you've been wandering around, behaving like a self-appointed comedy avenger.
I'm telling you, shut up.
You want to see the sketch scrapped because you want it personally, not because of the facts.
Shut up!
You're a sadist.
I'll kill you!
Man, calm down. We have other uses for this. We have to do comedy.
What, you think one or two sex jokes is a beating heart of comedy? Where are your standards?
You've gone too far, sketcher number 3. I changed my vote to funny.
None of you understand comedy. Let's discuss the, have we discussed the killing Sketcher 8 with a cinder block scene? Because I think we need to discuss that.
No. I think it's time that we vote again and end this pointless debate. I vote that the sketch is funny.
Fine. I changed my vote. The sketch is funny.
I don't think I even need to ask, but sketcher number 8, do you stand by your vote and uphold this sketch as funny?
You know, I've been thinking. Sketch number 3 is making some good points there. Maybe we should reconsider that horse scene. I changed my vote to not funny.
Oh my God!